Hey folks, Rick here. I am out in the buck barn. We're going to do some work today with our waterers. We finally found one that we're going to try. Let me show you what we've been using now for about 5 years. So this is Heat Seeker. Heat Seeker's using, this is the waterer that we have been using for probably close to 5 years. And I just came out here today and haven't cleaned these out today, but this is some of the problem that we have been having with this waterer. So this is a high-camber stainless steel float waterer. This thing works with this float inside here. And you can see, this is just from yesterday, how much algae growth is in here. And it's because we get a lot of, it's just hot. We get some sun on this during mainly the afternoon, so it's really unavoidable that we're going to get some sun on this waterer during some part of the day. The problem has been we can deal with that. We've kind of created some shade blocks, and that helps with the algae growth, putting some algicide in here. But this float right here is not very reliable, and they will last about 4 years. As you probably suspect, these things are made in China. They're hard to get parts for, the original parts. So we got some replacement parts that fit. We got them on Amazon, but they don't have the same. I mean, those parts, the replacement floats, were only lasting about a year before we have to replace those floats. So the first one we got about 3 years out of. The subsequent replacements we get about a year and a half out of. So I've really kind of been disappointed long term in these waterers. Short term, these are a phenomenal product, but the long-term support to be able to get these replacement floats has not been good. What are you doing, Heat? Come over and see me. Come over and see me, big boy. No, he's gonna go out there with his partners in crime. Let me show you what we are moving to in terms of these waterers. Is another one that LaLa found. She's got some recommendations from other folks, and we decided we're going to try it. So this is what we are going to try out. So I don't even know the name on this thing. This thing was made in China. Even the package on it says it's written in Chinese language, but I will find out from LaLa and put the link in here for this thing. And we're going to test them with the Nigerian dwarfs. We are going to test them with the big bucks, I think, and we're going to test them with the little bucks. They're used to just going in and drinking water, either out of a bucket or out of the high-camber waterers. This one works by their nose pushing on this black piece of plastic here. Once they push on this piece, the valve here opens up and it will squirt water into the bowl for as long as they got their nose pressed up against that valve. So it doesn't keep filling up like the high-camber waterers do. It's very controlled until they let this valve go. We're going to put this, the first one that we install, we're going to put up on the new buck, or on the new Nigerian dwarf buck pen up front in the new small livestock barn. So to get this thing plumbed, this is a 3/4 inch threaded fitting that we're going to fix here. This is just a 1 inch coupling, slip coupling that'll go on over that. And then the rest of this is just going to be 1 inch piping up to the main supply lines. All right, we are back up at the front barn. And here's what we're going to be doing. So this is the main water line here. So it comes out of the ground here. We're going to put a splice in, probably take this out, put a splice in right here, run it, and then we're going to attach that waterer to this board on the inside of this pen. And this is where the little bucklings hang out nowadays. This is Sissy's brother. He was born here. Wish we could keep him, but we can't. He's too narrow in terms of what LaLa can breed him to. So he's going to the great state of Texas. There's the big boys. All right, first things, we're going to shut the water off. So that's this main valve right here. cut the strapping off. And that's what's holding the pipe on. And it really doesn't matter where we connect this at, or where we terminate this at. So we're just gonna cut this. Will you turn on your hose over there? Oh, pressurized. There we go. Yeah. You can keep spraying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run, this pipe is going to go down to here, then we'll take an elbow, send it into the inside, and we'll go down one more board, and this is where the actual water is going to be mounted, is down there. See all that camera wiggling? That's Jackpot deciding he wants to come eat the camera. What are you doing, dude?
Come on.
Alright, so here's the pipe coming in. This is what we just put in from the outside. Pipe's going to come down here. The bowl is going to sit right here. So what I've got to do is take the angle grinder, and I'm going to cut these 4 pieces of metal out right here, so that if we don't do that, then this is going to rock one way or the other. So I'm going to cut these out right here, and then that's where this bowl will sit, right up underneath there, just like that. So then that's going to sit right there, nice and square. And if you recall, I already put the pipe and the threaded fittings onto the waterer. So all we're gonna have to do is just push this onto the fitting, and then mount the waterer, and we're gonna be in good shape. Piglet, he's a loud little booger.
His name is Gizmo.
He is a loud booger. The big ones don't make anywhere near as much noise as he makes. Again, we'll push this on and hold it. So there's what we got here. So this is how this is mounted. So we come off of the main line here, come through the pipe down, press it onto here. So if we ever have to take this off, that's going to involve cutting this pipe out and then reattaching this threaded fitting here. But that's what it's going to take. So that's how this thing works. So the goat will walk up here, press on this with their nose. That will allow water to go into the bowl, and then they will lick the water out of the bowl. We've got it now secured, and we're going to now turn it over to the maintenance, or to the day-to-day operation side of the house, LaLa, to do her magic with this thing. And we're going to try it out over those high camber stainless steel ones that we've got everywhere else. This will be the first one of this type of waterer. And if we like it, we might be moving over to this type of waterer. You'll notice that the back of this thing is taller than the front, meaning that it allows them to get their head in here a little bit easier. Right now, they're just going to come in here. They'll bump this black valve here with their nose. You can hear the air coming out right now. And then it'll be a limited amount of water instead of the standing 3 or 4 inches that are in their with the other ones. And as soon as sun gets to that each day, we try to bleach them about every few days, 2 days or so. And even then, it's just tough to keep up with the algae growth in those stainless steel ones. So, all right, folks. Always remember, treat others as you would like to be treated. LaLa Farm out.